fanboys and fangirls, I'm anyone else, as always, in between, is Mr. As always, Nintendo Sony 2011, aka MannyTendoWolverine. You guys know the rest of the intros, national sources, channel, follow me on BitChute and Brighty, and of course Twitter, and possibly Parler. Still gotta be a little bit more busy on that site. Just haven't had much time for it. Anyways, two big updates on news. I ain't gonna talk about it here, but man, I talked about it on my reaction video I did yesterday. Man, that's by the time you guys watch this 2 days ago, so maybe 2 or 4 days back, it's a couple days back, but it's always gonna be in the loving memory of that dude, man. The absolute legend. I played the Black Panther superhero in the Marvel series, Mr. Chadwick Boseman. I didn't know the dude personally, obviously. So I would have been rich if I did, but okay, the dude that did Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, unfortunately passed away about 2 days ago. What time you guys see, it was like 4 or 5 days ago. Oh man, big rest in peace to that man. He was such an absolute legend. He was only in like 4 or 5 other movies that had nothing to do with Marvel too. Just really, really effing sad. 43 years old now. I was old enough to be my older siblings or brothers or whatever. Ugh. And I heard some real effed up news that Nintendo fans are the ones that disrespect Chadwick Boseman's passing away, his deceasement. That's bullshit, because I'm a Nintendo fan myself, and I never talk nothing bad or evil about this dude, man. Seriously. It's a damn shame we lost him too fucking soon, bro. Absolute atrocity, bro. And then a second bit of news before I get into this whole Fortnite. It gets freaking saved by Microsoft, and then this Eurogamer news about PokemonGO. About the little Mega Energies for Mega Evolution, which I'm a little angry and upset about that shit. Man. There's some real crazy ass news, but I think those little more extra Sony leaks that we're talking about. What was it? How it's gonna be way more HD. This is like new game. It was a couple days ago. I know I didn't cover it, but Young Game, another dude, VTech USA, people that I follow, real big channels like that. He talked about this Japanese or Chinese like studio games, and it's called like it's based on some Wukong Journey to the West sort of game. And one of the game developers for that, indie developer studios in China or Japan, wherever it was in Asia, they apologized because they thought the fur and some of the mechanics were frozen. That's some real crazy shit, man. They already look super professional as hell, and that's not even the final game rendition design. These gaming devs know what the hell they're doing, regardless if it's a AAA, ginormous, billion-dollar gaming company franchises out there, or if it's small little indie developer studios, only has like 100 or 200 people instead of 100,000. Anyways, let's get into this news. Fight against Apple. Okay, yeah. This one. Microsoft publicly backs Epic in a fight against Apple over Fortnite. None reveals comes from Paul Tassi. I've heard about this dude a couple times before. So let's go and begin. This is in his words, by the way, not mine. Oh, wait till the end of the video when I talk about Dr. Lava stuff. Oh, man. There's some really crazy leaks that came from that man. Honestly, that man, I don't know how he gets his information, his news sources, but God-tier Arceus legend, man, I'm telling you. Anyways, he says, I'm starting to call this World War App Store, as it's so quickly blossoming into something beyond 2 mega corporations, since the third party is now taken aside. Microsoft has come out with a public statement in court filing that they are standing by Epic Games as the company used to protest Apple's upcoming restrictions on the developer across tools and continue supporting Unreal and iOS. This is from 5 days ago. I know I'm real late in this, but better late than never, right, my friends? But let's continue on. Epic requested that all the developers are able to set systems where payment for game systems and microtransactions goes through rather than the Apple App Store, which is unavoidably cut. Apple said that months later, even went ahead with it allowing Fortnite V-Bucks to be purchased starting from Epic and avoiding the cut. Apple banned Fortnite from the Apple Store within hours. And this one's old news, I remember that part, but let's keep moving on with this shit, because it sounds super interesting. Apple went after Epic after further announcing that by the end of the month, it would eliminate all support from Epic and its products, which include Unreal Engine, which powers not just Fortnite, but loads of other games and apps. Unreal isn't, quote, banned, it will become difficult or impossible to support. Epic filed an emergency petition to try to get a court to prevent Apple from doing this. Now today, Microsoft has filed a statement of Epic's behalf of the Unreal Engine issue, specifically stating that it's not just Epic Games that affects us, but many projects, including ours. Says, quote, this is from their head honchos of Epic Games and Tim Sweeney himself. My opinion, that dude's straight out cancer, man. He does not give a shit about none of the people that support his game. I'm just saying, in my own opinion. You think these millionaires and millionaires are giving a shit about your life? They don't. Unfortunately, in the words of the great George Carlin, man, they don't give a fuck about you. Unfortunately. Well, let's move on. If Unreal Engine cannot support games from iOS and Mac, Microsoft would be required to choose both abandoning its customers and potential customers on the iOS and Mac platforms, or choosing different games engine when preparing a new games, developing new games. The statement reads, and it also goes on to say, this reinforces a key point that has bound across many tech circles. While Apple can make the case for banning Fortnite in the TOS, I guess terms of service, that's what it stands for, just in case you guys don't know what that means. Violation within their rights, and they're going after Unreal Engine and everything it touches by restricting Epic Games access to fix and update it. That's a bridge too far, and only serving to prove the case about the obvious monopoly and absolute power in space. Microsoft, of course, is longtime friend of Epic, giving Epic Gears of War, and was one of the Xbox's original hit franchises, many MS projects, and the Unreal Engine tournament today. And of course, Microsoft is no friend of Apple, that the companies having long dueled PC space, but more recently, Microsoft had to shutter its xCloud beta from its streaming services on iOS because Apple refused to let them operate for a number of services of the points in the convention, the high percentage revenue cut. Whether Microsoft support or Epic Games helps the scales for oncoming court decisions about Apple's harsh actions remains to be seen. I would imagine that Epic might be able to solicit Facebook and help that Facebook has recently trashed Apple for its absurd hoops, making them jump through the get a Facebook gaming app approved. Facebook has spoken publicly about Apple's App Store policies in forceful terms, so yes, everyone is lining up against Apple and its corporation side of its exception, which would be Google. Google Play banned Fortnite. Epic also sued Google but Fortnite can be side-loaded onto Android. It's not being as big of a deal as Google has not gone after Epic's capabilities manager on the Unreal Engine platforms. That's why it's the Apple side that's a lot bigger issues, turning the more conscientious, hopefully I'm saying that right, contentious fight. This week, Apple aimed to paint Epic's Tim Sweeney into a negative light and claimed that he asked for a special deal to Epic to avoid the App Store Apple Store fee before all this. Those documents reveal asking the opportunity for open up the Apple Store, not just Epic, but for all the developers with misleading characterization of what he was saying. This is quote, I believe all the deadline Apple gives Epic Store will be August 28th, so we should hear something before then about Unreal issues. It's hugely important for the entire mobile ecosystem, no matter what your opinions are for Fortnite. It's an idea to keep a good eye. And then it was this guy, Paul Tassi. Oh, I write about video games, television, internet, movies. Yeah, overall thoughts, views, and opinions. It's funny because Fortnite and Epic Games and Tim Sweeney are trying to play the victim. They're like, oh, they're being victimized by freaking Xbox and Sony and Google Play and the Apple iPhone store. These people are no angels. They overcharge a crap out of DLC, like microtransactions, like mother effer. I would never play Fortnite ever. Anyways, let's move on. From Tom Phillips, PokemonGO wins 2 raid tiers and shake up a Mega Evolution launch. PokemonGO raids the system yesterday. Alright, raid system is the biggest structural shakeup since the cooperative battle since it was introduced in 2017. Two of the game's raids levels difficulty have been eliminated in two tiers, 2 and 4, under typical raid bosses have been added to each tier. The changes ahead in the game's introduction of Mega Evolution Pokemon, which are accepted to give later today. This means that the use of bosses can also be completed solo, including popular raids to cite Tyranitar, Alola Marowak, which were previously required at least one or more player to play. Rewards for Tier 1 and 3 have been increased to level 2 and 4. Tier 5 bosses remain, while new Mega Evolution and raid tiers will be sitting in the other raids difficult, or going to be difficulty. Though we'll have to see exactly how tough they are and as they go live worldwide. It's already been like 4 days since they've been out. By the time you guys see, it's been 8 days. This is some freaking bullshit in my opinion. Overall thoughts and opinions is a lot more of a paywall as DLC microtransactions, so I might stop playing it for a month until the Porygon and Charmander Community Day start next month and the month after. I'm going to look forward to that, but I'm not going to be playing any of this shit. But you stuck with me to the end. This is what I wanted to show you. This is freaking crazy, man. It's really, really beautiful, by the way. It's so damn cool. Not going to lie. And you're probably going to see something in the background. I apologize if you do. Oh, in 2004, an issue, this is from Dr. Lava stuff. I never even knew this Dark Side Clefairy even existed. That is so sick, man. You guys can leave now if you want. I already did my main stuff I wanted to talk about. Pokemon Monsters manga title Clefairy transforms eventual Dr. Takada tricks Clefairy into a machine that separates him from his dark side into a battle between the two. The form never appeared in Pokemon media ever again. That sucks. I really wish there was a new one of that. And maybe if there's a Gen 4 Diamond Pearl remakes, I want to see a Dark Mega Evolution or Dark Gigantamax form of Clefable like that, or Clefairy. Because that is my baby. I used to love that one. It's my top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time. The top 5 and 10. Love them. There's another one that he posted out 5 days ago. I'm real late on this. I was supposed to talk about this not too long ago, but real life got in the way. So it said this unnamed canine Pokemon was discovered in the leaks files dating back to 1998. Oh my god, I was 9 at that time. Unfortunately, its sprite was black and white, and its type wasn't the leak, so presently, there was little was presentedly known about this lost Pokemon recreation by Raichi Beeps. Shout out to her. This is what I was talking about, the news here. It sucks, man. He died at 43. But anyways, yeah, overall thoughts, views, and opinions. This really, really sucks ass, man. That he passed away like that. Still eating me alive. But yeah, this is really, really cool. This Dark Clefairy thing looks so awesome. If Game Freak ever sees this thing or Pokemon Company, please make this into some special Sinnohian form. Or a Unova form or something. I would love to see a Gigantamax thing of this thing. It looks so freaking badass as hell, man. Honestly. Just shout out to Dr. Lava, the big homie right there. He's the one that got his information. I don't know where he gets his sources as, but thank freaking God he does. That's all I can say for now, and I'm out of here. Links to the description box down below. Cartel and sign. I'm done here. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, fanboys and famous, as always. The talk is Nikki Communities out there. I will see you when I see you guys today. Have a good night, wherever universe out there. Stay more future content, including video game industry news, Twitter, Twitch, drama, beef news, and that's it. Take it easy. Peace out, my sauerkraut. Late and goodbye. I'll see you beautiful people on the flip side. And Pokemon, gotta catch them all. Later.